Hey Facebook, daytime ladies, gentlemen, cats, dogs, ponies, chickens, rabbits, and foxes. I am going to do a quick video. I know I've never actually done a quick video, but maybe today will be the day. Who knows? On a quad of concealer, replacing 5 of your products that all have their own lids, take up a crap load of space, and probably don't work nearly as well. So I started off with a little primer and do a little bit more. That's all the moisturizer that your face really needs. You can use your regular moisturizer, but I'd wait a good 5 minutes before you apply this. Our primer spray is fantastic as a moisturizer and as vitamins for your skin, and it's going to make your skin accept the uniqueness of these concealers even better. So we're going to use these as foundation, concealer, highlighter, eye primer, and what's the other one? I'll get back to that. Wait. Okay, let's just get started. Here we go. I'm going to bounce around in here, here, here. This is the buffer brush. It is in stock. It's $28. Each of these concealers is $24. And they're going to last you an incredibly long time. Our foundations are fantastic, but they don't last quite as long, and even though they have crazy amount of coverage, this has even more. So watch the redness disappear. Because wax foundations, concealers, what have you, do not soak into the skin. If you accidentally get it on there and you're like, oh, that's way too dark, no problem. You can go back to a lighter color and buff it out. This does take a little bit more time because in order to warm up the wax and get that nice finish, you got to apply quite a bit, excuse me, of friction. Right? Circles one way, circles the other way. This brush is magic for textured skin, whether that's because your skin is dry or you have acne or whatever it is that is giving you texture. I've got a little cut right there. Aggressive dog. All right, see the difference? I just put a tiny bit there, but for the most part, I've just done this. It's got a beautiful finish. You can layer it. You can keep going. You can do less, okay? And I'm just bouncing around between these to figure out. There is no exact formula, but it's so, so flexible. This is probably going to last you 6 months to a year, depending on how much you put on. I mean, it's insane. You might run out of the one that you use primarily, but you're probably not going to be left in a lurch with out-of-stock items when you're doing your makeup like this, because you are learning to blend and to work with what you have. And this takes up, like, seriously, those little black boxes that we came out with, have y'all seen those yet? Hi, Jamie. Hi, Maggie. Oh, Maggie, little cousin Maggie. We came out with this little black box that has a tray in it, so it holds, like, you know, just basically all of your makeup, and it has a little mirror in it, and it all closes together. So you don't have these bags of, like, you know, 20 products, and you're opening lids and closing lids and spilling powders. Everything's pressed and everything is condensed. Now, if you're wondering what in the world are you going to do with that super dark color, well, I'll show you. So we've got a pretty good coverage. I'm going to go right over my eyes because this is an eye primer also. Just maybe a little bit more. And you're probably, if you're over 30, starting to get little broken blood vessels, and you can see quite a bit of different color going on in your eyelids. take out any color on your lips that you want to correct. All right. I could probably spend more time, but I promised this would be fast. You will have to practice getting this motion. This is not going to happen for you overnight. It's going to be a little frustrating. You're going to have to kind of make yourself learn how to do it a different way. But you won't have to do it alone. We'll be there together. I will walk you through it. All right. I just pressed into the lightest one of the quad. This is number 0. And I pressed in pretty good. I don't want to see too much of my fingerprint through there. I want it to cover my finger. And we're gonna pack it on here all the way down to the nostril, and you want it to look white. Your instinct, everything is gonna tell you, make it go away, and you're gonna start rubbing and rubbing to try to get it to look like the rest of your face. Stop that, don't do that. Pat and pull, pat and pull. You're gonna have to stretch out any fine lines and kind of push makeup into it. And if it takes you too long, if you wait too long before you set this, you will notice the concealer will start to pool in fine lines. Okay, so I usually set it well before that happens, but occasionally I find myself, you know, really contouring before I set, and I go back and look and it's kind of pooled. That's okay, don't freak out. Just stretch it out, use a dry finger and sort of absorb any excess, and then put it back where it goes. All right, so we're nice and light. I'm gonna keep the cheeks right here is the most important. You want this color here to be the same as this color here. All right, now I'm gonna go back to my brush and this crazy dark color that's gonna freak everybody out. And you're gonna put a little Snickers bar on your face. Right under the highest point of your cheekbone, usually right where that little curve of hair that you would put behind your ear, it usually starts there, kind of comes toward the mouth. It's not gonna soak in, it's not gonna dry, so don't panic, just leave it there. Get the color there, put a little bit on your forehead, not quite as much as you do here, and then just the smidgiest little bit on the sides of the nose and under here. Then we're gonna dry off the brush, wipe off the brush. I roll it on a little towel that I always have sitting at my vanity. And now we're gonna go back in and buff it in. If you think that this is magic because I'm a makeup artist, the only benefit I have is that I am familiar with this motion, and it's going to take you some time to figure that out. This is not a makeup artist secret, okay? This is simply really good makeup and a really good brush. You don't have to be you don't have to have any sort of skill. You just have to be willing to sit down and practice and feel sort of that awkward few moments of like, not sure I'm getting this right. And then you can do this just as quickly as I can, but you have to invest those first few times of just figuring it out. There. So, face is nice and light and bright. We're highlighted here. We're contoured here. We've got great coverage. We could go more, but I promised a short video. This does have to be set. So now I would go back, check to see if anything is starting to pool under my eyes and just sort of pat it out. Let any dry fingers you have absorb. It's very, very delicate touch. Just absorb that excess product. And then we are sold out of our pressed powder, so you can just use baby powder in the meantime. It's not ideal, but it's a very good solution for the short term. So I'm just gonna tap into the tiniest little bit of baby powder and set. Now that it's set, there is no creasing, no pooling. Sweat is going to stay underneath it because wax and water don't mix. And this powder, if you were starting to worry about any kind of color between, you know, this color blending into the other color, the contour blending in, the powder sort of creates a veil that makes everything come together even better. So if you were a little weirded out by it being so light right here, so dark right here, the powder makes everything come together. Then back up look into your own eyes instead of looking at things that worry you on your face. See what other people see and see how amazing you look. That's it. That's how to use this little baby right here, $96, and this little baby, sorry, not that baby, wrong baby. This little baby right here, $28. So $124 for the best face you've ever had. I'm going to do some more of these short videos and show you some other really quick things, but I'm going to end this one now so that you can order this from your beauty guide, order this from your beauty guide, and then save this video and I'll put the numbers of the concealers that I used in the bottom of the comments. And then you can replay this so that you can watch when it comes in, and we'll go through this all together again. So thanks for watching. Bye.